Hey, yo, it's Geass, the podcast episode 14, season 2. It's been a minute, and I want to apologize for the whole late episode thing. A lot of technical difficulties and also a lot of things going on in our lives and decision making that we had to make on a lot of various different things. But we are here. It is June 26, 2023, and if you read the topic or the title of today's show, you already know what's in store for you guys, on top of some other things such as the game showcases that just passed and maybe a little bit of sports news GP might hit us with, or anything that might come up during these conversations we be having. But before I go any further, we're gonna go ahead and go with the introductions. We're gonna go with GP first. Man, what's going on? What's been up with you? Any anime, any games? What's going on, bro?
Man, what's going on, people? Like he said, apologize for the delay. Man, we're gonna kick it off. If y'all ain't noticed, if you on the video version, your boy got him a gaming chair. Got that for somebody selling it. They didn't even notice it, man. I already upgraded. I'm about to be complete over here. I got the mic, I got the chair. You know, you really can't tell me too much now, man. I'm playing games. Hey, I don't feel like people can say nothing to me. Like I'm becoming that guy. And so, man, I'm just enjoying it. Getting my little room upstairs set up with some nice stuff. You know, if you come ever visit me, man, you're gonna have a good time. That's all I can tell you. But anime I've been watching, I actually started watching Vinland Saga. It kept coming up saying this is 100% match for you when I had access to Netflix. I don't have access anymore. That's a whole nother story. But when I had access to Netflix, it kept saying, you know, this is what you should be watching. So I say, you know what? Finally, I'm gonna start watching it. Okay. I don't think it's the greatest, but I can see why I think I wanted to watch it, because it is a pretty good anime. I don't think it's nothing that I would say, oh my gosh, this one scene was so great, but it did have some good moments where it's like, okay, I'm interested, I'm invested. And surprisingly, my girl actually been watching it somewhat. Like she's only seen season 2. She didn't watch season 1 because I fell asleep and it was playing in the background. And she said she actually liked it. And I was like, what? Like, what do you like about it? Because I didn't think she would like it. But she said some of the storyline for season 2 was good. So I'm like, I need to hurry and watch season 2 because I need to see what she's talking about. And so, you know, I'm kind of excited for it. But other than that, man, just still staying in the gym, still hooping. Same old, nothing too new going on with me. But I think that's all I got for you right now until you come back to me.
Okay, you said no games?
Nah, man, only Rento, that board game, man. I've been playing with my homies, man. We got a Discord now, so, you know, we talk through the Discord, talking junk, but nah, that's all we've been playing for real. Okay. Having a good old time. See, we can't do Monopoly, you know, we can't go to people's houses no more. We grown, so now we can just play. But Rento it's been real fun, bro. I can't lie. Something so simple as a board game, it's been real fun. That's the only thing I really been playing. I did get a new phone though. That one. Now, let me make sure I get the camera.
Okay, this guy showed
this thing. Yeah, bro. I actually upgraded because I had the Motorola, which is now is my primary webcam. But I got the Motorola Edge 2023. I can't lie, bro. This thing nice. I'm not gonna sit in line and say, oh, it's the best phone ever, blah blah blah. But for this guy here, for GP, it's the best phone. It got everything I want. Nice screen, huge battery. And you look good too. Can't get no better than that, man. So that's it, bro. That's all I got.
Okay. As far as Rento, real quick, how long y'all games be?
On average, probably about an hour, 30 minutes. On average, the longest game was.
So y'all have to set.
2 hours.
Y'all got a plan for this. You know what I'm saying? Like.
No, we usually play every Sunday.
Yeah, right. So it's every Sunday. It's like, hey, we gonna play this probably.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, anything longer than like 30 minutes, I got a plan. Yeah. But that's what's up. All right, Dom, you next, bro. Spit. What you got?
Yo, what up, y'all? Just been chilling. I've been playing, you know, the new Final Fantasy 16. I've been enjoying that. You know, been enjoying the combat. I've been enjoying the story too. I guess I'll talk more on that later when I finish it. Other games, as far as games, I also got Diablo 4. Played a little bit of Diablo 4. I don't know if you played Diablo, but it's Diablo. That's all I can say about it, really, to be honest.
You like it?
I like it. I was gonna say if you have a choice between Diablo and Path of Exile, you're not gonna pay attention to the story. Might as well play Path of Exile since it's free. As far as gaming, that's it. Movies.
That's the Korean game, right? Korean multiplayer.
Lost Ark is the.
Oh, Lost Ark, right? Okay.
Yeah, but Path of Exile is another one of those top down games, but it's closer to Diablo, and it's free, and it gets free updates and everything as well. Especially if you're not gonna pay attention to the story, bro. Trust me, just go with Path of Exile. Also, what else? As far as anime, haven't been watching too much. Been watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with my girl. Been enjoying that. Like on episode 14, she's enjoying it. Surprised she enjoying it as much. It's not something really with monsters in and stuff.
Tell me about Final Fantasy 16. What you like and don't like, real quick.
Yeah, I've been liking the gameplay. Obviously, I feel like as you go on, there's more to it compared to, because of what happens in the story. You probably get more with the gameplay. I've been enjoying the story. I kind of like, I guess, the angle that the story is going out of. It feels different from every other Final Fantasy game. One, because it's like immature. I ain't expect to see Buddy get his head cut off at the beginning of the game. Close to the beginning of the game.
Spoiler, man. Come on.
Oh, somebody get their head cut off in the game. That's really a spoiler, bro.
Yeah, because if you wasn't expecting it, that means a lot of people wasn't expecting it. Now you ruined it.
It's a slight spoiler.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry.
It's not like... yeah. I mean, like, they're going to be looking for somebody's head to get cut off now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'll say it's more mature than other Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, it is.
I will say one thing that you kind of miss playing, like the remake of Final Fantasy 7, even 15. Me and Soup was talking about it earlier. Kind of like the camaraderie. In other games, you can tell like your characters have kind of like more of a connection with each other. You would hear jokes from maybe Cloud, between Cloud and Barrett, and Tifa, whatever. Or, in Final Fantasy 15, Noctis and all those guys, they talk, joke with each other. The whole time while you're exploring, man, this game, them people do not be talking, bro.
We ain't got nothing to say.
They really don't be having nothing to say. They just be like, they're like, all right, we gotta go kill these dudes.
I can see why with the characters, bro. Like, the characters, I can see why, bro. But come on, say something, dog.
It's a darker tone game, and I guess that's what they're going for,
bro,
but like, they can still have like moments. And... You done? Go ahead.
I was gonna say one last thing I was gonna say is I would I thought I was gonna dislike the fact that it's not like fully open road at first. Then I didn't mind.
Okay. Anything else? I guess go with mine.
Oh, did you want to talk about the game? Cause I was about to say something about some anime.
Yeah, this intro, man. See what you.
What you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So as far as anime, I mean.
You said Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, watching that. I started watching Hell's Paradise. I know GP said he read the manga a few episodes ago. I can say it's just above average anime. I'll say that much. That's about all I can say about it. It's not like too crazy. It's not like can be anything dislikable about it, but it's just above average anime.
Okay.
It looks good. It's made by Mappa. I feel like that's kind of what carried it though. Made it so popular. People's like, it's made by Mappa.
Well, is Mappa really this popular? Like,
Yes.
I guess I don't know.
Mappa be giving stimulus checks, bro. They made Chainsaw Man, but Chainsaw Man was already popular. They made Jujutsu Kaisen, which was pretty popular. I feel like the anime made that even more popular.
Attack on Titan season 4. What else?
There's other stuff that came before it too.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff, man. They pretty much got their hands on like almost everything for real.
I didn't realize it was that popular, man. I really didn't.
It's weird though. I think they have like certain divisions within Mappa. They're so big because like every anime they do, it looks different. You know what I'm saying? They don't always have like the same like if you watch like what is it? Ufotable, something like that.
Yeah.
like if you see like a couple anime from them, you could tell like their art style. Like, okay, that's them. But like you could watch like 2 or 3, 4 different anime from Mappa, and like I'm not really getting that. You know what I'm saying? That it could be from Mappa, but you're not really sure because they
looking at this anime list, bro. I'm like, bro, what the heck?
Yeah, like because sometimes it'll be like this animation suck, and then like you got JJK like, oh, this is great animation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Also, Mappa did JJK.
They also did Vinland Saga.
Yeah, right. Also Vinland Saga.
Yeah, Vinland Saga that came out. At least season 2, I saw the intro. I think they did season 1, but like whatever reason, when I watched Crunchyroll, they didn't do that intro thing with them.
They weren't popular when they made season 1. They got
that motorcycle intro, bro.
Right. So I was like, well, I guess I leave it alone.
Yeah, they almost like I forgot that Chinese company that's everywhere now. Anyways, but yeah, they.
It's always not Chinese, is they?
No, man, it's anime.
Okay.
Japanese.
Just make sure.
They like yeah, and so it's always been big too because they've been doing Dragon Ball, but they've been around for like decades at this point, But anyways, I don't know the history behind these artist companies. I just know they be slaving them. I know they be slaving them. That's all I know.
Photo in tax evasion, bro.
Yeah, as far as what I've been up to, I mean, like June has been it's been up and down. It's been down for mostly of June. Like a lot of crap happened this month for me. Like AC was going out, and we were sick for like 2 weeks. So yeah, it was. But we did get our girls, and both our girls was in school, and my girl got a job. She started tomorrow, which is great.
Okay, congrats.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. It's great. It's a blessing for real. But as far as games, I've been playing Final Fantasy 16, and that's really it. As far as the single player game, anime, we have not been we've been watching Code Geass, which is pretty good. It's pretty good anime. I can't recommend it just yet, but right now it's pretty good. I give it like high 8, maybe low 9. So far though, I just like how like they kind of like play like mental. It's like a mental battle. Everybody like trying to outthink each other. But as far as Final Fantasy 16 goes, there's been like a lot of talk on hate and love for Final Fantasy 16 because of how different it is. Some people talking about how the open world part sucks, even though like just because 15 was open world, like this is like every other Final Fantasy was an open world. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta real like chill. But like come on, bro. Anyways, they also don't like the tone. Well, they ain't saying nothing about the tone. They don't like the RPG elements because it's pretty much non-existent. Which I agree. I wish they did more with the RPG elements. This game is straight up fighting. It's straight up Devil May Cry for real. Like there's like little bit of items. Like there's no Phoenix Down like the one of the core items in Final Fantasy, a Phoenix Down where you raise your dead knockdown characters. There's none of that. You don't get to control none of your partners. You don't get to do any of that. You do get a dog. You can do tell them like toss a character or enemy in the air or attack, and you continue your combo. But yeah, you also could like get more abilities, which you could switch on the fly. Yada yada yada. Combat's cool. It's not like the best thing I've ever played. Honestly, one of my favorite combat systems was it was that game on the Switch where you play like a police.
Astral Chain.
I love the combat system in that game. Oh
I
my
still
god,
haven't played it, bro.
that game is so dope, bro. I really. Anyways, yeah. So, my overall take, it's a cool game. I'm liking it so far. The story's okay. And story is really good, but then like it's in the middle, it's like okay, I see where you're going. But there's still more to come, I guess. But it's cool. It's cool. I wish they would have did more with the characters. I wish they would have did more with the RPG systems, but still, it's a cool game. It's a cool game. It's not, yeah. For me, it's not like blowing it out. I don't think it's fantastic like a lot of other people are saying, but it's definitely a good game. I wouldn't recommend it honestly.
Wow, you wouldn't recommend it?
You know, I don't recommend stuff unless I know you. There's a high chance that you would actually gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Like it. Like I could recommend like it's a good game, but I'm recommending like fantastic stuff. You know what I'm saying? At least to me.
Right.
To me, the game is not fantastic. It's a cool game. It's a good game. It's like an 8 out of 10, and that's not bad. But
that's pretty good. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. Like I said, like I'm not gonna recommend like stuff that you could possibly not like. Like it's a high chance you will love this game. You know, because I really love this game or this movie and stuff like that. But yeah, now when I say I'm not recommending it, it's not that the game is bad. You know, I really do like the game. I don't love it, but I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Right.
Would it be you just wouldn't recommend it to certain people?
That's just me. I just don't like to recommend stuff. I really don't.
Okay.
I just don't. Cause like a lot of people just be recommending stuff and it's gonna be trash, bro. Like for real, legit trash. So I just don't want to be in that kind of guy. Like if I recommend something to you, it could be like, look, man, you might like it. You might like it. You might not like it as much as me, but at the very least, you might like it. So, because if I recommend just anything, bro, you can be like, bro, I can't take your recommendation. Anyways, so yeah, that's up with me. So we're gonna go ahead with the Sports Minute. GP, you got anything for us?
Man, so just. You know, I don't know if y'all keep up with Undisputed with Shannon Sharp's old news now, but my man said he leaving the show. I was a little surprised by that because I thought they, you know, put everything under the bridge, thought everything got swept under the rug. So I was surprised that he was going somewhere else. With that being said, this is some of the most blowout baseball games I've ever seen. Florida scored 24 runs. And then the next thing I know, I see a professional team, the Angels, score like 26 runs. I mean, like, yeah, like in baseball, you know, a normal score of 5-3, you know, 7-8. I mean, 9-8. Be like, wow, they was really getting a lot of, you know, homers or singles. 20 plus runs. What are we doing? So it was some crazy. I'd never seen that. And then for it to happen in back-to-back days, like one happened, I believe, Wednesday, and then the Thursday. So it's like. Bro, I don't know what they was on. They gonna get tested. They gonna have to. 20 something runs is ridiculous. But outside of that, man, y'all know the NBA doing trades. Football, they still just practicing. So ain't too much going on with that. But I'm just getting ready, man. Football season. My boy Bryce Young with the Panthers. You know, they thinking he gonna be the savior, but I'm gonna hold my horses on that. But yeah, that's all I got, man. You know, just that baseball, bro. I don't know what they own this year, but they own some good stuff.
You think after like score 15, y'all just want to chill, get the game over with. You know?
Bruh, nah. Let's get 10 more, guys.
That's crazy. Yeah, they gotta get checked, bro. They on something. But shout out to GP with the Sports Minute. So we're gonna do something a little different with the gaming news. Specifically, we're just gonna focus on the showcases, not really too much on that, honestly. Just kind of want to get everybody's opinion on the showcases that have went on through June. And it could be any showcase. Overall, Dom, how did you feel about the showcases? And was there one showcase that stood out more than you than others?
So showcase wise, I think the Xbox probably stood out more.
Any games also that you like you really want to play, you know what I'm saying?
I think the Xbox one stood out more than the others. Overall, I think the PlayStation probably is the weakest.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
As far as games, I want to play. Nintendo was just there. They just did a Nintendo thing, bro, to be honest. As far as games, I want to play. Xbox, I do want to play the new Fable that they, announced. I did make some notes. So it was Fable. Avowed looks cool. Avowed looks like Skyrim. But like just a newer version of Skyrim. Give me a second. I made a list.
I ain't like those graphics. I mean, that's what they're known for, like the way their art style. But like it just when they released the CGI of that game, like a couple years ago, and then they released gameplay this year, and it looked like that. it caught a lot of people off by surprise, and it caught me out too. But I mean, they still got more to show, so I'm not like knocking it.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to Fable. I'm looking forward to this. Even though Star Wars Outlawed, that Star Wars game was just a trailer. I told you before. I remember talking about this maybe a year ago. It was a game that Ubisoft was supposed to make for Star Wars. That was supposed to be an open world game. You travel to different planets and stuff. So I am kind of looking forward to that. Obviously, I like Persona. They were making Persona 3. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Yeah.
Other than that, the PlayStation and the Xbox thing.
What made you like Xbox Showcase more than all the other ones?
Had a lot more gameplay than any. Had more gameplay than the PlayStation one, at least. I guess they had like better things to reveal.
Okay.
Like even though Starfield, right? They showed like so much of Starfield. Starfield did look good. Hopefully it doesn't flop. You know. Even though you know, a lot of the Persona stuff already leaked, I was really happy about that. I don't know. It just overall had more gameplay, even if it wasn't like as hype. I feel like the PlayStation one had like a lot more filler stuff. Like they made Splatoon with bubbles, bro. The main thing they showed was like Final Fantasy 16, which we had seen 1,000 times before that, and like Spider-Man, bro. That was actual like gameplay. And then I'm also one big thing that I did like was, even though it was just an announcement trailer, you know, was the remake for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but basically, just long story short, all the Atlas games, Fable, and then hopefully Star Wars is good.
Okay.
And then what? Nintendo. They had one game I was really interested in, which was the Super Mario RPG.
You played that one before?
Nah, I really wanted to, but I got tired of playing like old games.
Okay. GP, you muted just in case you didn't know, but I'm gonna say this about. I'm gonna show my impressions, or tell y'all how I felt. So overall, I think the Summer Games Fest was probably one of the best showcases we had in a minute.
I forgot about that.
Because they showed like gameplay, not like a bunch of trailers and like a little cut here and then a bunch of little trailers again and then like a little run you're running it, gameplay run. Like, no, like legit gameplay in almost every game they showed. And I'm like, this is what we want. And like, this is what we should be looking for. And obviously the PS5 showcase was the worst. But yeah, like a lot of people gave it like a decent score, like a B. I gave it like a B. But like, yeah, it's like what are y'all looking for? A lot of people just like, man, these things suck. Like y'all are looking for it. A lot of people have like way too high expectations for these things. But like, I actually enjoyed watching the Summer Games Fest this year. It was definitely the best Summer Games Fest. I think it was the best showcase they had out of all the showcases that was shown, because they actually showed gameplay. Like, because Nintendo showed gameplay on their showcases, which I like, and Summer Games Fest did that.
Xbox did that a lot this year too.
Nah, they showed a little bit of gameplay, but not like that, bro. Not like, if you go back and watch that showcase, it's like trailer here, trailer there, and then they might show somebody swiping in first person, and then a little bit more trailers, and then another swipe. That's not really gameplay, man. Like, yeah, like it's better than what Sony showed, which was CGI or barely nothing. But like, I still don't know what this game is really like for real. Like, Mortal Kombat 1, that's gameplay. That Sonic game, that's gameplay. Remnant 2, that's gameplay. They show so many cool games, bro. They show so many cool games, and it had actual gameplay, and you could actually see what the game is about. Like, actual 10, 15, 20, 30 seconds of actual gameplay. Not like 3 seconds of gameplay, and then like 45 seconds to a minute of just clips of just running around doing random stuff. That's not actual gameplay. Alright. Xbox, they did, like I said, better than PlayStation, but a lot of their games didn't have that. They had a few games that actually show actual gameplay. You know what I'm saying? But Even though speaking on Xbox Showcase, I thought it was alright. It wasn't a bad showcase, you know what I'm saying? Please don't show Hellblade again. Tired of seeing that game. All they do is she just talking every game, every showcase. She just talking every year. She just talking. Like, can we get some actual gameplay? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Can we get some actual gameplay to show her fighting, not her just walking around talking in the game? But anyways, games I'm looking forward to the most. Well, obviously Spider-Man, obviously Final Fantasy VII, the sequel to the remake. And like a lot of other small games like Remnant 2, maybe even a Sonic game. I'll play that. It's co-op. You know, I run around Sonic game and co-op. That's what we used to do all the time. Get lost as tails and stuff. Anyways.
Hey, did you play the first Remnant?
I did. I didn't finish it though. It came out around the time I was streaming, so I didn't really give it the time to actually like play it.
I did not like it, bro.
Yeah, you don't be liking a lot of shooting games though. But
yeah, like I don't play shooting games, bro.
Anywho, a lot of people do like it. I enjoyed the stuff I did play, but like I said, I didn't give it enough time to actually shine or like dive deep into the certain gameplay elements. But yeah, I think that's really it. The most that the games that I was really looking forward to. Yeah, PlayStation is just straight up trash. Like that showcase was one of the worst showcases I ever seen.
Not trash.
It was one of the worst. Hey, you froze, GP.
Saw that. I did see that.
Yeah. You can just turn it off in Discord and turn it back on. It might help. But yeah, I think that showcase was one of the worst showcases I ever seen. There was not one game like I really cared about, and outside of Spider-Man and Final Fantasy 16, I don't think there's like one game I really wanted to play from that showcase for real. And I was really excited, and it's partially because my expectations was really high for the PlayStation Showcase. It's been like over 2 years since they had one, I think, or almost 2 years, and they didn't show any real first-party stuff and any games I really wanted to play. It was just straight up, nope, back to back. So, yep, hopefully next year. But yeah. What?
Yeah. I was gonna say one game I did miss that I was really looking forward to. I forgot about the Summer Games Fest. Was that Sandlands game? You know, made by the people who do drawn by Akira Toriyama, made by the people who made.
Oh yeah, that game do look cool.
Dragon Quest. It reminded me a lot of Dragon Quest Builders.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite games I ever played, and that was really fun.
You didn't say that in your top 10.
Okay. Just because one of my favorite games, I mean, it gotta be top 10.
One of your favorite? What do you mean? Anyway,
it was on the honorable mentions if we did that, bro.
No, that game do look cool. Sandland, something like that. There's a lot of games that I will play that they showed. Like every showcase outside of Capcom, they just show it. They show the same games that everybody else already showed. Even Ubisoft had a pretty good one.
I missed that. I didn't realize Ubisoft did it.
Yeah, Ubisoft had a showcase. It was pretty good. Showed some games. Assassin's Creed going back to normal. And then they had Prince of Persia. And you could do the whole time thing. So yeah, Ubisoft, they did good. Everybody did pretty decent except for Capcom and PlayStation. And the only reason Capcom showcase was bad because they already showed everything at everybody else's showcase. They just played the same trailers. But oh yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for that game. That's definitely my top 20. Dragon's Dogma. It's probably number 11 to be honest. But anywho, GP, I'm not sure if you got I know you battling your camera right now.
Man, having video issues over here, man. It's too much showing, too much going on. But anyway, the one game y'all did not mention, and maybe it was me, I believe it was called Clockwork, and it was on the Xbox showcase. Because I remember watching this. I was watching this was I at work or was I home? One of them two, I don't know. But I remember I wrote this one down. It's the only game I wrote that was, like you say, original in my eyes. Like if it was another Clockwork, I have no idea of it. But I thought, man, I love games that let me control elements of time, whether it's like slow down time, go in the past, go in the future. I always like those type of games for whatever reason. But I couldn't even tell you a game that I played that has that. But I just like that type of theme of a game. And so I think out of all the games, because like you said, many games has already been released. Like I said released, been told. So yeah, seeing the gameplay is cool and I get excited for it. But if I know it's coming, I've already been excited for it. Now I'm just waiting. Like I knew Spider-Man was coming. You know, I'm happy to see it. It was cool to see it, but it's like, okay, cool. Final Fantasy VII, I know Part 2 was coming. I mean, they can't just make incomplete games. But then again, they are doing that lately. So that is something that's true. So for me, it was like, it wasn't the greatest. But I actually, even though I will probably buy not one of these games, which is crazy, Nintendo Direct was probably my favorite because it was games that I actually played before or would be interested in playing, like the Mario RPG. That's something that was like, oh, okay, that's a little different spin on a classic Mario game. They've always been good. Have I played them all? No. Will I get this one? Probably not. But did they get my interest more than the other games of the showcases? Yes. So it's like, that kind of got my appeal. And then of course they doing the Scarlet and what's the other one, Dom? Scarlet and what?
Scarlet and Violet.
Thank you. I never played those yet. I do plan on it, but you know, just the remakes of that, it's like maybe I should play that one instead of the OG version. And so I think Nintendo Direct got me to want to look at those games a little more, like the Sonic games you were talking about. But Xbox did get one thing for me. I know y'all talked about this before, Starfield.
Oh, bruh, I forgot to talk about that.
I did not realize how vast this game is trying to be. Like, they did the whole direct, basically like the last 30 minutes of it, just talking about that game. I'm just like, bruh, you trying to have me live in the simulation. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, how to customize the inside of your ship, how you can go to these planets. In these planets, you got to unlock different equipment so you can, you know, warp travel to. I'm like, this game will never end, or I'm gonna be playing this for like months trying to do everything, you know. So I have to admit, that game, if they do it right, that game looks amazing, bro.
That's the if, bro.
Yeah, that's the question. If.
But the idea of it, though, I have to admit, that really impressed me. Like the detail of how you can just live on a planet, and if you want to go to other planets and just set up stuff, it was like, wow. It's to a point like, you know, each of us should buy a version of the game and like, all right, bro, you explore that side of the world, I'll explore this side, and I'll explore this side, and we take notes. You know, it's just that much, man. So that's pretty cool. So I have to say, Xbox did to me have the biggest showcase. It made me actually say, wow, if they do this right, this will be amazing.
Yeah, I actually forgot to put that on the notes to talk about, but just my little piece, like, yeah, I think that game has the potential to be game of the year. Only other game that's the only game I can see beating Zelda, to be honest, as game of the year. Ain't nothing else really touching that game for real, bro. Not this year, but yeah, Starfield has the potential. But the thing is, Bethesda, they're known for making really buggy games, especially launching in the beginning. You know, at release, the game really be launching with a bunch of bugs. But they had a long time. They've been developing this game for a very long time, and now they get to focus on pretty much two platforms, which is the PC and the Xbox. So hopefully they come out swinging, and this game, I've been actually looking forward to this game as well. I'm a fan of Bethesda's games. I am, most of their games anyway. You know, they do have some misses, but they do got some good games out there. Like the last Bethesda.
Really
you say what?
September's really close.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this game. James, I'm not sure, or GP, I'm not sure if you ever played their games before, but if you wanted to give something out a try, there's stuff on Game Pass that you could try that's similar to the game that they're making. They got like Fallout. You can try Fallout 4. I think it's on the Game Pass. So,
I feel like you spoke of Fallout 4 and Glowing Light. Am I making that?
Not
that
on this
up,
podcast, but I do really like the game. I like the other Fallouts more, like Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas more. They're older games though, so I'm not sure if you'll be able to get into that one just as much, but they are more layered.
Right.
And have more choice versus 4. 4 is kind of watered down for some reason, but it looks better and the gameplay is better, like the gunplay and stuff like that. That's better. So I mean, you could, for you, I would suggest to try out 4 first. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, 4. Because 3, I almost put down 3 back in the day because I was like, this gameplay is terrible. But like, it's like the more you play, the more you understand. Like the focus is not the guns. You know what I'm saying? The gameplay is more so just like experiencing this world. Like Fallout is pretty much based off like this world getting nuked, and like now you just live in this nuked world, right? And there is a story to it, but the main thing is you're living in this post-apocalyptic world where there's people that made a living off of scraps, and like they got little broken up buildings and cities, and then you got like all these mutated animals that can attack you, and you could get like companions that follow you around and help you out and stuff. You can fight mutants; they could be on your side too. So yeah, it's really cool. It's different factions that grow together because of the whole outbreak and blow. It's really cool, man. It's a really cool game. I actually suggest that's my recommendation. I suggest you try it out. Actually,
I'm surprised you're giving a recommendation. You so scared to give it.
No, I just don't like giving out trash recommendations. But this is it'll give you like the game's not meant to, like, you can spend hundreds of hours in these games, but you can also spend 20, 30, or 40 hours in these games. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's really how you want to play it. So like Zelda, like you could beat that game in like an hour if you wanted to, or you could spend 200 hours. So I'm not gonna be on the 200 hours, more like the 70. But yeah, that's Starfield. Looking forward to it. Not sure if you got anything else to add on to that, Dom, but pretty sure your sentiment is probably the same.
Yeah, I feel the same. It looks good. Hopefully it comes out good. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Top 5 favorite movies. We're gonna start off with number 5. Who wanna go first?
I'm gonna let y'all go first, man.
Yeah, cause GP
you can go
got
first,
some
Scoop. You can start off.
Doo-doo opinions, you know. All right. Let me think, man. Hold up. See, now, let me see my number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay. So right now, I want to say my number 5 is probably Van Helsing. I gotta say,
that movie is better than many people get. I don't care what. I will fight with you on that.
Like, yo, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, watching it back then, like, that was a good movie. It's like watching anything at its release. Like, cause like what? Power Rangers movie, right. Ninja Turtles, you know what I'm saying? Like, back then, like, even Mortal Kombat, like, those were good movies. But now Van Helsing, I think I haven't watched it in a while. So that's but I just remember, and I'm going off of things that how I felt at the moment as I was watching it. I remember me and you going to see this movie, Jay. I didn't even know we was going to see this. I don't remember.
I don't think we we didn't pick this movie, bro. I feel like we went with your dad, right?
I think it was your mom, bro.
No, I thought it was your dad. I feel like it was your dad. I don't know. See,
I know, yeah, I know it was somebody. And I don't know how we even ended up there, bro. But that was one of my favorite movie experiences. Cause like I was like, yo, this movie is fire. Like, it's fire, and they got all these like mythical creatures that we grew up knowing about. And this dude is out here taking them out, and he's teaming up with Frankenstein. This is so cool, man. And then like I remember like it was so popular back then, like how they started talking about on the news how they did the werewolf transformation. I was like, man, I didn't even know anything about like that kind of technology and stuff, but I remember it being on Good Morning America or something. it's talking about, look at the werewolf transformation. We use this to tear off the clothes and the hair. I'm like, man, this movie just good. I don't care about all that, but it just looked good. But nah, I really enjoyed the movie. I don't really have much to say on it, but like, I just remember me and GP going to see this movie, and we walked out was like, man, that was awesome.
Awesome, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even think about that, but that's a great choice, bro. Cause I think we went in just thinking, okay, we seeing the movie and we watching it. There's like, bro, Dracula's actually look a cool villain. Like Frankenstein, he's a scaredy cat. Like, man, it was really good.
It was good. It was good. I'm gonna rewatch it. It probably don't hold up as much, but like, I just remember really loving that movie, and we talked about it for a while.
Wow, bro. Yeah. I just think I didn't realize it got that much attention like on Good Morning America, but I just know like among my peers, I don't feel like it got a lot of love in that sense. But that's a good movie, bro. You ain't gonna hear nothing bad about me for you saying no. Love that movie.
Yeah. Okay. One of y'all can shoot. Y'all take it.
I'm letting Dom go, man. I'm going last on this first one.
Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. Not the biggest movie person. I'll preface this off with saying that. I think for number 5, I'm torn between 2 movies, right? I think with number 5, I'm gonna go with How to Train Your Dragon. You ever seen that movie?
I actually just watched that like a couple months ago. Like literally just watched that.
I have seen bits and pieces. I haven't seen it from start to finish.
For an animated movie, I really enjoyed it. I think it's probably one of my favorite animated movies I've seen. Since I was a kid. I just like the whole story. Which what's his name? Forget the main character's name. You just seen the movie. What's his name?
Oh, that's me, bro.
Dang, I forgot his name. And you know how he meets the dragon Toothless, how he saves the village. Everybody's starting to open up the dragons.
Did you cry watching?
No, I didn't cry watching.
It ain't in your top 5. Man.
Yes, I don't think it's
just okay. You think I've cried at every movie, huh?
Yes.
Maybe the movie I tied it with, but I just overall enjoyed this. I enjoyed this movie, seeing it as a kid and seeing it recently.
So what makes you like it? Like, what's the high point of it for you? Do you remember?
I think the thing I liked most about the movie was the relationship with I forget this dude's name. Him.
You got your computer right
main
there,
character.
Man.
What is this guy's name? Let me see.
Hiccup.
Time, yeah, that's his name. Hiccup. I like the relationship between Hiccup, and the dragon Toothless. How he builds a relationship between the two. Their bond forms. It's funny. The action scenes are kind of cool. Dragons are cool. I like how they show the different dragons. All the different ones look cool. How he, in the end gets the village to open up to one also wanting dragons. The people who picked on him, they became his, some of his closest friends in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to say. I don't want to bring the next few movies in there as well, but the next movies, all of them get better as they go on. It's the foundation.
Okay. All right.
Respect it.
Yeah, that's about it, bro. For that movie, the one that was tied with it made me cry. Yeah.
Which was what?
I'll just say Howl's Moving Castle. Ever seen that movie?
What?
It's a studio Howl's Moving Castle. It's a Studio Ghibli movie.
Oh, okay, nah, man.
Okay, never.
If it's
no, what does that mean? Studio Ghibli?
It's you ever seen it's the anime movie studio who made like a whole bunch of movies back in the day, and they all look really good.
If you Google it, you know it is. It's a very popular.
Okay. You ever seen like Spirited Away?
I seen the trailer. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Never seen the movie though.
Princess Mononoke. Those movies made by those people.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't even heard of Van Helsing movie. I know about the game they had on Xbox.
You didn't know about
Van Helsing?
Oh man.
I've heard of them. I just said I didn't ever seen the movie. Or like knew there was a movie. I've seen a game on Xbox, bro.
So, but picking up from what Don, I will admit, I'm gonna be real with y'all. So when I got my new phone, I have Facebook messages. So the top 5 movies I forgot about which ones. I already have 3. The top 3 is already set in stone. That's what made me go last, because I gotta really think, okay, what's the 2 that's gonna make it? So I'm gonna preface this. These are not the best movies I've ever seen. These are the best movies for GP that I can rewatch these multiple times and probably in the same day. So that's kind of what my list is. So starting this off, my fifth movie, and I had to really give it some thought. I think I'm giving it to Zootopia.
You do always like try to mention this movie for some reason. Why you like this movie so much?
It's a good movie, man.
Bro,
I haven't watched it yet, actually.
It's a good movie that really speaks on discrimination. I mean, you could take it as deep as you want, but it really speaks on discrimination of just because you born this way, just because you have these certain tendencies, that doesn't make you who you are. That doesn't mean you're gonna be this certain group of people. And the movie, even once you go through the whole movie, it's like, oh, the stereotypes and the prejudice was used by the main villain and blah 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 and all that to further their means, because they kept making you look at the animals that are more dangerous, whereas really you need to be looking somewhere else. And so it's a real good movie, but also too, I like the soundtrack. I mean, the soundtrack is actually nice, and like the word I'm looking for, the visuals. Like when they're traveling on this, there's a scene where they're traveling through the different terrains of their world. It's like, oh wow, that's really cool. Like the creativity, the color. Like what I seen in the movie theater, and so it's like, wow, this is really good. So I really liked it. So I can't lie, man. I mean, this is one of the movies I bought. Like I literally bought it when it came available. Still got it purchased on my phone today, and so I can watch it anytime. I can watch it with my kids. I ain't gotta worry about it. I can watch it by myself. I ain't gotta worry about it. Like this is just a good movie where I can enjoy it at any time. Nice soundtrack, nice visuals, and it actually teaches a good message that I think even kids as well as adults can learn from. So that's my number 5, man. It's Zootopia.
Okay. That's what's up, man. I'm surprised you said that. I guess I'll go with my number 4. And I'll also say this, my list, like, I'm not a movie head, and my list can jump around more than my top 10 video games, honestly. So there is one movie I probably won't even put on here yet. There's 2 movies, actually. But yeah, like, my number 4, I'm gonna have to go with The Dark Knight. And I think I seen this movie with you, right, GP?
Yep.
It's another movie I seen with my cousin. Let's just say it was pretty much the same vibe as Van Helsing. Minus we knew what we were going to see. Seeing the first Batman movie, I played the video game, and you know, my whole issue with the first Batman movie, outside of like it was just a traditional Batman movie, was the camera shaking. It was like you could never see Batman beating up nobody, bro. It was just it was crazy. Like it was crazy. I think that movie probably was what ended camera shaking. It was that bad. I was like, yo, we're never doing a movie. Nobody's ever gonna make another camera shaking movie like this, bro. I ain't never seen a movie do camera shaking after that Batman movie, because it was terrible. It was like, I remember it was always talked about for a while too, but the movie itself wasn't that bad. So going into Dark Knight, you know, I was like, okay, cool, we get to see a cool Batman movie. I hope they don't have camera shaking. And let me just tell you, man, this movie was fire from zero to start to finish, bro. And like
opening scene. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Like, just to show the Joker like take the mask off, and like I was like, wow, they showing a villain like that, and he like this. He was among the group of dudes pretty much playing puppet with him. Like, oh my god. And then like he carries it. Batman, he did a good job too, but like, and then like when you think the movie is over, he's just sitting in the hospital with Harvey Dent. I was like, yo, this movie is still going, bro. I was like, man, this is great. Honestly, the reason it's not even higher is because like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I really don't know why this movie is not higher, because I honestly don't have not one bad thing to say about this movie. It's just really good from start to finish. Maybe because it's a comic book movie, you know, but I can't really knock it for that. I don't know. I don't know. I like it a lot, but the other movies that's in front of it, I really like those movies too. So, I mean, if you haven't, like with Don, what you gave it? You saw it recently. You gave it what, an 8?
I gave it like an 8, 9.
Yeah, and I think you gave it like that because you didn't even know like a lot of the terms and phrases that are used today came from that movie. You like,
right? That's true. That is true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah,
bro, they said that one line like 10 times in the movie, bro.
That was the first time us hearing that.
It's like you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. They said something like that. Something like that, like 10 times in the movie, bro. One of those lines, bro. I was like, bro, how many more times they gonna say this, bro?
They ain't
Until you
that
understand
much.
it, bro. But I don't remember saying that.
They ain't saying that much, man. Don't be exaggerating. Anyways,
it ain't as bad as Naruto, believe it. But so this movie here.
So you going for?
Yeah, I'm going to go this one. Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
So this one here is not a mainstream movie. This goes to my football players.
Okay.
Everybody, now it's not Drumline, but when Drumline was coming out, it was really hype because like the people in the band wanted to see it. It showed like kind of a college style. It was real cool, and I you know I think it was a good movie too. But for me, Friday Night Lights. So it's a little older. I mean, I ain't gonna say all these movies old, but it's an older movie, and basically it takes place about this high school football team. It was a book actually about this movie, and I forget the name of the actual school. Let me just see if I pull it up. But it's about a high school team, and they had this man named Boobie Miles, baddest running back in the state of Texas. I mean, he was the man, and they was showing how he was on this team and how they was projected to win it all, like the state championship for high school in Texas. And in the movie, and like I said, I know they changed some things, so some things in the movie may not have happened in the book. But the turning point in the movie was, you know, they powerhouse team, blah, blah, blah. They was blowing their team out. And they said, sit down, Boobie, you need to sit down. He didn't want the backup to get in the game, so he hid his helmet. He took his helmet and hid it. So the backup looking for like, where's the helmet? Where's the helmet? And it's like, get in, Boobie, you need to be ready. You know, they yelling at him. Boobie get in, and he broke his leg, broke his ankle. And so the movie just shows you like this star player didn't need to be in the game, probably for dramatic effects, but didn't need to be in the game and then broke his leg and he was out the whole year. And so how that team was counted out because they lost their best player and how different players stepped up. Like the backup running back, he went from being like a nobody to like, he's that dude now. Like there's women at his locker trying to talk to him. There was a fullback. His dad won a state championship. And he gave him a hard time the whole movie until the end. And I'm gonna just spoil it. I'm sorry. They didn't actually win, but his dad took his hand and took his ring off that he won when he was a student and gave it to his son for the hard work he put in. You know, and finally he acknowledged his son. And so, being that I played football and it came out around that time when I'm playing, I love that movie. It's one line in the movie. They're playing against the team they're gonna lose to, and the dude was like, they strong. He's like, they big, they strong, they fast, and they big. And the coach was like, you already said that, son. I mean, he was just like dog tired because they was that beating him down so much. It's a real solid movie, man. Like you get some good laughs, you know, but it also teaches you too, man. You know, you're not gonna go further than the team. You know, as good as you are, you need them other 10 players to support you to be as good as you can be. And so Friday Night Lights, it's definitely my favorite football movie. Like that's without a doubt. But I got it at number 4, not because it's like one of the best quality movies, but it's one of the movies, once again, if I watch it today, I'm still gonna be laughing probably at the same lines and still be like, come on, man, get it. You know, it's a make you feel good movie. So Friday Night Lights for me is a good solid movie that I've seen. Of course, not no movie there. I think I seen it like on somebody's TV. They said, let's watch this movie, and just fell in love with it back in 2006.
Nice. Okay. I like the backstory behind that. I actually never seen it. I always seen it like the title, but I never watched it. But Like I said, if I was a movie, yeah, obviously I would have watched it.
Right.
Dom?
Okay, me for number 4. I was gonna say Madagascar, bro, but I threw that out the list. But I'm gonna say The Matrix.
Okay.
Right. I recently watched The Matrix, maybe a year ago. I think it was last year at college. I never watched The Matrix before this, but I started a class. It was like an art class, right? And then he was like, "Hey, the things we're gonna do," and he said the whole last part of the class, we're gonna watch all 3 Matrix movies, write a paper on it, right? All right, like a paper on it, right? I guess it was more like a art theory class, or not like actual art. I don't know, man. But after watching the first Matrix, I really, really enjoyed it. The movie came out at 91, right? But for a movie that came out in 91, it was really enjoyable.
2001.
Oh, it might be 2001. I'm stupid.
I was. No, when you said
no. 99. I'm sorry, 99.
No,
99.
okay. There we go.
I was looking at a different movie when I seen 1991.
It came out in 91. Golly.
What's the Matrix, the prequel? For real?
For real, I didn't know about that one.
Nah, but I really enjoyed seeing The Matrix, right? It was cool. Seeing like kind of the over exaggerated action scenes. And I probably know for their time they probably look better than they did now, but they were still cool seeing the movie, seeing the kind of like the basis of what the movie was, like Neo, and then you had what's his name, Mr. Anderson, what's his name, Agent, what's his name, Jones.
I don't remember, bro.
I suck with names lately, bro.
Morbius, Neo.
It was like Officer Jones or something like that, man. I don't know. I suck with I'm getting worse at remembering characters' names, man.
It's cool, man.
But not but I enjoyed seeing those 2 characters, how they was, the Matrix design itself. You see the humans are all living in this made up world, basically. AIs and took over. And I like the idea, you can do the blue pill, stay in the machine, stay in the illusion, right? Or you can do, the red pill. Then you had a buddy who betrayed him because he was like, he thought he was going to be able to get back. He plugged into the machine. But, once you realize reality, you can't never go back to that illusion. I don't know. I just thought like the plot points of the movie were cool. The fights, were good as well. I know you said this about Batman, but you kind of see like where some of the other movies take their influence from when it comes to these movies and exaggerated fight scenes and all that.
The Matrix is definitely one of the most influential movies for sure.
The plot was cool. Overall, it was just a really cool and good movie. I like the characters. It's a lot of thought to go into it.
Yeah, okay. That's what's up.
That's a classic. That's a classic though. My girl be with you on that one. She loved the whole series.
Yeah, I watched all the series too back in the day, and that sparked my love for like their video games. Even though I think all their video games probably suck for real. But
I was about to say
it was just so cool. Like every time I see something just going in slow motion, the Matrix, you did the Matrix. Right. Like man, yeah, bro. I didn't even know what I was talking about back then until I saw the movie. But that's bro. Good. Yeah, like nah, the Matrix definitely have a.
At one game, bro, you had Path to Neo, bro.
Man, it's funny because like how I tell you like back in the day. I ain't like how characters ran in some video games. It made me put it down. That game was one of them. The only saving grace is if you run in slow motion. Like when you activate the slow motion, he actually runs like he's in a Matrix. Like he runs, his arms going like this and stuff. I'm like, okay, I can play this game as long as I run in slow motion. Cause like when you don't run in slow motion, you got like bouncing. Like bro, why you run like that? But anyways, my number 3. So here's one that I'm just trying to figure out where to put. Everything Ever All at Once. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to put that. So it's not gonna make today's list. It probably could kick out Van Helsing, honestly. But like I said, this could change a lot. But and I wanted to put Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse here, but it's really not a complete story. I didn't want to put it here just for that reason. If it was a complete story, it'd probably be my number one. But not in a complete story. It lands at 3, but like I said, I don't want to put it here because it's really not a complete movie, and it's not really fair to other movies that are complete. So I'll say I'm gonna put Edge of Tomorrow here. That's the movie with Tom Cruise in it, and if you die, it rewinds time, and they're trying to fight this alien invasion. And they have I forgot her name. She's in the suspense horror movie, A Quiet Place. She's in The Quiet Place. She's in both 1 and 2, the main character, the wife. But anyways,
Emily Blunt, that's her name?
Yes, Emily Blunt. See how you remember? Anyways,
I was looking up that movie earlier.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, so it really I think the reason I like this movie so much because it caught me by surprise. I don't know. I think I saw like I was in Korea and I saw like something on the internet saying like this movie is kind of like Halo or something like that. I was like, what? Doesn't even make sense. It's like some video game movie. I was like, okay, let me just put this on. I put this thing on, bro. Like, bro, this is one of the best movies I've ever seen. Cause like it didn't do anything like groundbreaking, but it was just a really solid movie to me. And like, it was so solid. And I love the humor in it. I love the mechanic. The only thing I didn't like as much as I like everything else is the ending. But like, no, this movie, I rewatched this movie a couple times already. And it's not really long either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just really love the idea of trying to fight an unwinnable war. And the only possible way y'all want it is because this guy got alien blood on him. And he happened to steal the power. And the aliens are trying to find that power the entire movie, but they can't because he has it. You know, it's just really good. It was really good. It was really funny to me, especially and I was in the military at the time, so like the military aspect of it was pretty interesting. Also, what game was out at the time? Something Titanfall. It reminded me of Titanfall because they fall out of these freaking airplanes, like fall straight out of it, and you kind of do that in Titanfall. Yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. I actually got the Blu-ray somewhere. I don't have the Blu-ray for a lot of movies. I had the Blu-ray for that. I got the Blu-ray for Everything Ever All at Once. I think I had the Blu-ray somewhere for one of my other movies I'm about to say. And I also have, or going to buy the Blu-ray for Across the Spiderverse. I don't even watch Blu-ray, but I just like having that stuff that I really like. Just to, just so I have it. But yeah, it's like, man, I don't know. I really like that movie. I really do. But yeah, that's my third, man.
That's a solid movie. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it existed, but that was it was one of the movies. It was on that night, and I just caught it at the beginning, and at the end of the movie, was thinking like, wow, why didn't I see this sooner?
Yeah,
that's a good movie though, Soup. That really is. I love that movie.
I do. Yeah, I love it. I don't know. And it's so simple.
That easy. Yeah, I can rewatch that easy too. Like, no hesitation.
Yeah.
Especially because I don't even remember that movie now. It's been so long. I probably would enjoy it all over again.
Yep. I actually, yeah. And then like he meets the girl and she's like beating him up every time, and then like they actually, and then he gotta like he want to tell her he likes her or love her or whatever, but like she's not gonna even remember because the end of the world is pretty much coming. So great, just good. Good.
Yeah. I was gonna put that movie on my list, but I was like, so probably gonna put that movie in this list because I like, I just like the idea somebody repeating something over and over again because they died. That's why I like ReZero so much. One of my favorite anime.
Have you ever seen 50 First Dates, Adam Sandler?
Nope.
You might like that one.
Yeah, you probably cry.
I liked it. I must admit, I liked it. I'm not gonna say it's like a blockbuster, but I like it now. I ain't trying to knock the movie, but if you do like that, I think you'll like 50 First Dates. You probably would cry though, for sure.
50 First Dates.
Might give you some idea.
It was a good movie though. It really was. It's a short. I say short. It should be an hour and a half, no more than that.
Yeah.
feel like. But who turn is it me?
Either or. You went last time though.
Well, that was
I go third.
That was my 3.
that was
I go-
3.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I go
Oh,
3.
dang. I ain't ready. Shoot.
I go 3. I'll take
Okay.
it.
Hey, I'm still kind of pumped.
Well, you go next or you go third?
I'm saying, I guess I was saying I could go now.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you can go
ahead.
now.
Yeah,
You
you
can
go
go
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you go now.
I was like, don't still talking. I just said I could do it, but I can understand. I wasn't clear. I go now.
Yeah,
I
well,
do not
yeah.
go.
That means yeah. Good
Yeah.
job, bro. I understand.
But so this movie here, bro, is my favorite comedy of all time,
Okay.
and the movie is Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. When I tell y'all this movie, I would say lines for this movie and just start cracking up with people. If you've seen the movie, I love this movie, man. Claude and Ray, man. Ray and Claude, man, them boys. It's a sad concept because, you know, they go to prison because they got set up and it wasn't even them and they got life in prison. But when I tell you that's one of the funniest movies ever, I went to the theaters with my folks because, of course, you know, it was a rated R movie. So I couldn't go in without having an adult with me. So my parents ended up going with us. And I mean, I thought it was funny as a kid. Even if it probably some stuff went over my head, I thought it was funny then. And then I got older and rewatching it. That thing's still funny, man. It's like, man, the whole, you know, everybody know, even if you didn't see the movie, everybody know you gonna eat your cornbread.
Yeah.
Man, don't you give him your cornbread. That's the you know you gonna be washing his drawers. Hey, how about you eat your cornbread? You ain't gonna eat my cornbread. It's gonna be a part 2 of my killing spree up in here. That's what like I just love that movie, man, because it's like I said, it's a lot. It laughs at some of the serious stuff, and you know, some stuff ain't funny, you know, but just the whole segregation thing. My man, his daughter got pregnant. He's like, I'm the pappy. Everybody busts out laughing, you know, and all the even classic comedians was in the movie. You know, Bernie Mac. What's my boy name from Blackish? I can't even think of his James Anderson. Is that it? What is his name? I can't even think of the name.
You don't ask me.
Cannot think of a man name. But it's a lot of comedians just in the movie that they may not have been as big at the time, but they blew up later. Or maybe they just got more shows and more screen time when time went by. And so Life is, like I said, is one of my favorite. It's definitely, I'm trying to think. It's a lot of funny movies I like, but I think Life is still probably number 1. Like I have friends now be like, hey, when we get together at your house, bro, let's just watch Life and then we'll do something else. Like we might play the game, but we'll have Life playing in the background.
Yeah.
Like that's how much we really like that movie. It's like I said, I still laugh about it today, man. When they run in the woods, when they lost, and he's like, man, who drew this map, man? I drew it. Cause I knew you weren't gonna come and tell you. So it's just like, oh man, that's a good movie. But no, that's my number 3. This is where I say I know for a fact these movies are top notch. Like you're not moving these movies. You have to be even a better quality movie. I still would second guess if I would replace these 3. The only movie I'm gonna say this because I think Dom is gonna have this movie. I will not say it, but it is definitely top 2. But if I believe I know Dom, it's gonna be in his top 3, so I won't say it. But other than that movie, there's no other movies that's gonna break this 3. And Life is definitely my favorite comedy of all movies.
I don't know what movie you're talking about, bro.
I don't know. I really think you're gonna say it. We're gonna see.
Yeah,
We'll
keep it
see.
in your mind. Keep it in your mind. I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Keep that movie in your head, cause
I'm typing on my Motorola.
my top 3, bro. I don't even know what I got in my top 3. I know 2 of them.
All right, well, just shoot in any order, man.
All right, so for my 3rd movie, man, I don't know, man. I don't want to be that person.
Bruh, just say you don't have these ain't in any order.
All right, these ain't in any order.
That's true. That's a good point.
The first 2 are in no order. All right, the bottom 3 may not. You know what?
Oh my gosh, you're fighting
Yeah,
yourself, bro. Just say
Give me a
something.
drum roll, bro. Give me a drum roll, bro.
No.
Dude, you got sound effects.
You know, I'm
ability.
gonna say Shrek. All right,
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say Shrek. Right.
Dang, it's bad down.
I ain't gonna hold you. I love Shrek. One
I've
and
seen
two,
this
for
movie.
sure.
I've seen the first Shrek movie countless times. Right. It's a classic. Right. the start of a series that I grew to love.
So you like Shrek over 1 versus over 2?
Donkey. Nah, the thing is, I have a blind spot in my mind when it comes to 2. I can only remember like the video game when it comes to 2.
Bruh, 2 was so good, and then the video game. Oh my.
Bruh, that video game was so good with 2, bro.
That's probably one of the best. It's definitely one of the best like video game movies. Like
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it is so simple.
Yep.
I don't know. Go ahead, bro.
I remember playing at y'all house.
Yep.
Bruh.
And we were like, want to play it? And we were like, okay. And then we be playing it. We be having
I
fun.
That one level, bro. Had to sing as Fiona, bro. I could never beat that, bro. As a kid. Had to blow up the birds, bro.
Yeah. But yeah.
Nah,
go ahead.
But nah, I really like Shrek 1 as a kid. And I still like it as an adult. You know, it's funny. I still see like scenes online. And them scenes still have me cracking up. It's not much to say, you know. It's just a heartfelt movie as a kid. Really enjoyed that cartoon movie. Just can watch it to this day and still enjoy it.
Nah, I feel you. Shrek could easily be in my top 5 if I wanted it to be. He could. Shrek 1 and 2. I agree with you, man. I remember what's that song called with I like big butts and I cannot lie. I don't know the name of it, but anyways, they had like, I think on the this is like one of our first DVDs too. they had like this extra part where they all sing at the end, and Donkey was like, I like big butts and I cannot lie. That was like one of my first time hearing that song, and I always thought that was so funny back in the day, yo. I used to be dying laughing when he said that. And to the point, like, eventually I was like, I gotta find this song. And I found the song. I used to listen to that song. It's a stupid song. And I had no idea, like, what he talking about in the song. I was young, but yeah, I was like, this song is hilarious. I like to listen to it. But, yeah, man, I got some memories with Shrek 2 as well, man. Like, yeah, it's fantastic. But I like that choice, though.
I have to admit, that was different. Shrek is a good movie. I can't say, like, I always remember watching Shrek, going to like on a school trip. They always put that on or something.
Yeah.
Solid.
Rest in peace to that Shrek 4D ride at Disney. It's been decommissioned for the last couple years, I think.
Have you seen I just want to ask spinoff. Have you seen the Puss in Boots movie, the recent one?
I did. I think I talked about him. If I didn't, I think I said.
Did you like it, though? I think you muted too, man.
I said I haven't. It says I heard it's a really good movie though.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember Soup talked about it. I think we both liked it. I know I liked it.
Yeah, I did. I liked it. I wanted to like it a little bit more, but I still like it.
Respect.
Yeah. I definitely like the ending. I think the beginning and the ending. The middle was like, but yeah. So my number 2, it's my number 2 and 1 probably gonna surprise y'all. So my number 2 is Forrest Gump.
Okay.
I
can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I would always hear, run Forrest, run Forrest. Like, that was a thing to say as a kid for some reason. Like, run Forrest, run, you run like Forrest Gump, blah, blah, blah. And I never really understood the reference until I watched the movie. And I watched that movie as a kid so many times. Like, whether it's bits and pieces or all the way through. I just always like to see him go through, like, different eras. Like, and I think that's why I like history so much. I didn't know. I think I just genuinely just like history. I didn't know I liked history until like high school, but yeah, I actually I like seeing him go through the different time periods that like actually happened. Like, he went through the Vietnam War, and back then I was a big war buff guy too, or kid too. And then he would get older and like go through like different random things, and then like his relationship with the girl was so strange. I don't know, but like I really like the movie. I like the friendships that he built, and I like how different he was, but he still was able to like maneuver through and be successful in different ways. But yeah, like, so it was just a really good, funny, kind of down to earth movie, and I really Enjoyed it back in the day. I haven't watched, like, I don't have time to watch much of anything. But that's a movie I could definitely rewatch. If I, like, whenever I knocked off all my things off my to-do list.
Right.
But yeah, I love that movie, especially as a kid. I always, like, if I heard it was on, I'm going to watch it. So yeah, for sure. Number 2.
Can't go wrong with Forrest, man. Life is like a box of chocolate.
I know.
You know,
Can't go wrong with that.
Such a good movie. Anyways, GP or Don? GP, go
they
ahead.
don't want to go first for the last one.
You want to go first for the last? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, GP, go ahead. What's your number 2, man?
I go second.
So for this one, it's gonna be Inception. I've always talked about this movie. Inception was one of those movies where you need to watch it more than once to understand what the heck is happening. Because if you watch it one time, you can catch it all. You know, I'm not gonna say it so you couldn't, but it's a lot better if you watch it the second time. And the way they make you have to think of the movie of like, what the heck just happened here? Like, why did this happen? Why could he die? It was a good concept, and the idea of there's a layer deeper than what you think it is. Like, you can always go a layer deeper, but you gotta be careful, because if you get lost in that layer, you're gonna be stuck in that layer. And so I always liked that idea of it was a deep movie. A lot of little hidden messages in the movie. Good action. I mean, really good action scenes. I think Leonardo DiCaprio, for me, when I say this, I want to be respectful. I feel like he's really rated as a high actor, and sometimes I feel like it comes from like one movie. I don't think he's that good of an actor, but that's one of the movies I give him credit for. I thought he did a fantastic job, and the guy from who played Robin from the last Batman, he was in that movie. He had a prominent role, and I thought they did a good job. Just all of them. Even the guy who played Bane was in that movie too. So I knew they was already good actors. So I really like Inception just because it went real deep. It made you think of, like, you just can't sit and watch this movie and be on your phone, because you're gonna miss everything. You have to be paying attention during that movie. But Inception was a solid movie, man. I love it to this day. And could I rewatch it? I'll be honest. Oh, like, in the sense of, if I rewatch it right now, I can't do nothing else but watch that movie. But I definitely will say, if somebody said they wanted to watch it, we gonna watch it. But I don't think this is the only movie in my list that I think, unless I'm doing nothing, like I'm not gonna be on my phone, I got some snacks, I'm not watching this movie because I don't want to miss anything. It's one of those movies.
Yeah.
And I really like it.
Okay, that's interesting. I mean, that's not a bad choice. I can say every movie I said is something I could rewatch for sure. Not at any time. If I had time. At any time.
Yeah. Okay.
But so you gonna get your number 2 and number 1?
Yeah, I'll go. No, I'm gonna go. Did you already did? You ain't do your number 2.
I did my number 2.
What was your number 2?
Forrest Gump, boy.
That was number 2.
Yes.
1, 3.
Man, where you at, man?
What was your 3?
Edge of Tomorrow.
And then your 4
Dark
was
Knight, Van
your
Helsing.
5. Man, you did go. Damn. I
Were
guess
you
I will
lying?
just do 2 out the way. I will just do 2 out the way. I'm thinking you ain't do your 2 yet. Okay. All right. So I made my decision.
He's stressing so hard. He don't
Right.
know what's.
I made my decision. Right. My mind caught something. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm gonna just move. I'm gonna move How to Train Your Dragon out of 5.
No, bro, don't do all that. Just
Wait,
keep
no.
going.
I'm not gonna explain. I'm not gonna explain it. I'm gonna just put Planet Hulk at 5, and then at 2, I'm gonna say Hereditary. Right.
He loves this movie. It's crazy.
Let me explain.
Okay.
Cause I really, as a kid, I didn't like horror movies that much. But then I think at some point I realized, kind of like being scared, right? Of movie, like being scared. And then, I started dating Naya, and we seen scary movies, and I really got into scary movies, right?
Okay.
And then after a while, it got to the point where they were getting stale, right? Because the first one I seen was which one? Insidious 2? Is that the one with that couple, right? whoever the one that had that couple. I seen Insidious 2. I really liked it, but that was before I seen any like really other scary movies. So I went on a binge. I started watching scary movies, and they're all getting boring and stale, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Hereditary came out. People was talking about it. Oh, people was like, if you see this movie, you're gonna be haunted in real life. Oh, this movie's so scary. You know, Facebook hype up every scary movie for a lot of them to be trash, right? I seen Hereditary, and I ended up really enjoying it. I feel like it came at a good time where scary movies are getting kind of stale, right? And for one, this movie, it wasn't like like a normal jump scare everywhere scary movie, right? Like it had a very eerie feeling to the whole movie. The things that were happening in the movie were scary. Even like the plot twist at the end was a good plot twist, right? For the most part, you know, the scenes that did have me spooked, you know, were spooky, right? You see this movie, it's like creepy scenes, but it's making you feel creeped out, making your skin crawl and stuff like that, without it having to be like, boo, jump scare here, jump scare on this corner, loud music, jump scare, scream at you, right? I remember it was this one scene. This scene creeped me out, man. The kid was at school, bruh, sitting at his desk in class. Next thing you know, bro, he started banging his head against the desk, bro. And then like his arm went up in this weird shape behind him. I was like, what the heck is going on? And then, you know, closer to the end of the movie, you know, the person was walking around the house, bruh. You see the mom crawl up the wall in the back of the camera, bro. That scene was so creepy, dog, bro. But nah, I feel like it just came in. It was a good theme for a horror movie, because I really like horror movies when the, you know, genre was getting stale. It just stood out to me.
Okay. I agree with your statement how like it's kind of like a different horror movie. It does things differently, which is a good thing. I don't like it as much as you, but I do like. I think I like more creepy stuff in my films. I don't think it was creepy until the end, because the ending was like really good. I feel. I mean, you needed this stuff in the beginning and stuff, but
yeah,
it was really just like really down to earth until then. You know, whatever. But I don't.
It was making you think. Yeah, this movie came out in 2018. It was making you think, like, is it really something like otherworldly going on, or is it just normal things happening? And then when you get to the end and it's revealed, like, oh crap, that's crazy, dog.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy. You know, so yeah, I agree. It's a pretty decent movie.
Yeah. Hey, me.
I'm surprised that's your number 2. Okay.
No, so number 1 through 5, 2 through 5, not in really order. And I'll just go ahead and go with my number 1. Right?
Okay.
I know this movie came out 2 weeks ago, bro.
Okay.
3 weeks ago. Okay. So far, bro, it might be just like relatively hype, bro, but I say Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse, man. I've never seen a movie 3 times in the theater in like 2 weeks, bro. Oh no, and I didn't like. I enjoyed it like each time, right? I like Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. I think everybody likes. A lot of people like Spider-Man, but it looked good. I like kind of where the story was going, with it set up. I like the music for it. You know, I like the story progression beats in the movie. I know it's only a part 1, and we see where part 2 goes, but I really enjoyed the movie, including the ending. You know, just seeing it, you know, multiple times, and then seeing it the second time, like I seen a lot more things that I didn't see the first time, right? And I was like, man, this was here the whole time. It's like if anybody would have noticed, right? But it's cool how they do it, because you know, the movie, it's so much going on in the movie, and I noticed the movie the whole time draws your focus kind of to the center of the screen. Then it's like a lot of stuff going on the sides of the movie that you won't notice, you know, if you're not like, unless you like paying attention to what's going on in like the outer edge of the screen. The sequences were a lot of the sequences was cool. You know, I don't know. It's not. I can go on and on about this movie, but I'll stop it right there.
There's different versions of the movie out too.
Yeah, I noticed that, right?
Yeah, I did. See, I saw that. I thought. Now I will admit that was pretty cool when I found that out. I have to admit that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I love that movie. I already told you why I can't put it in as number 1. If I wanted to put it somewhere, it would have to be at number 3. But like I said, for the sake of this, I ain't want to put it in the list because it's just not finished. Like theme. That's one of my things. That's why, like I guess that's probably why you put it your number one, because you watch One Piece and it's just never finished. And he loves it. You know what I'm saying? I like things to end. Like Attack on Titan, it ended. Thank you. I love you for that. You know what I'm saying? Naruto, it ended. Took a while, but it did. You know, like I like it. Well, honestly, they went with Boruto, so I don't know. It's like I don't even count it. But yeah, that's why. Yeah.
I'll say this. I'm sorry. You were saying about the no ending thing. If something's good, right? If it doesn't end, right, and it ain't like it's a notable drop in quality, because even if it not ending, I still enjoy it, right? I won't knock points off, right? One Piece got an ending that it's working towards, and I like where it's going. But bro,
I like endings. I do. A full story.
I know you like
is the
endings.
Beginning, middle, and end. If you don't have that, you're not a story. You're not a finished story.
But the story is progressing to the end, right? Look, right?
I don't care about progressing. I like it's a,
all right,
bro. Like imagine if Naruto is still going. We don't even know like if he's gonna be alive at the end. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know if Boruto is gonna be living.
But the thing about
we
Naruto
don't even know
is
if Miles Morales is gonna be living. We don't know any of that. We don't know if his mom's gonna die, his dad's gonna die, we gonna have a brother. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
listen,
that's trash. That's trash.
Naruto had a goal from the beginning, right? What's Boruto's goal from the beginning? Luffy had a goal from the beginning. Every step that's been in the show has been towards that goal.
You still don't know if it might change. It might change. Luffy might die.
He's had the same goal from the beginning.
It doesn't matter. You don't know that. You speculate.
But listen, it ain't like it dropped in quality throughout the whole story.
It ain't there, bro. It ain't there.
Naruto had clear drops in quality. What's up?
It ain't there.
All right, the ending ain't there yet, but it's still working towards it. It ain't like the goal has changed. It ain't like the quality's dropped while reaching to that same goal. You just saying that because Naruto clearly dropped in quality multiple times towards that end.
Bro, I'm saying just period in any story. What are you talking about? You just don't know. You don't know the ending. I'm not finna sit here. It's like playing a video game that don't get a sequel. Like, that's trash, bro. Like, no, I want to see, how does this end? Like, how does it end? Nah, I don't want to sit here and be like,
hey, that game ain't getting the sequel because it wasn't good the first time.
That's not true all the time. Anywho.
Or what game didn't get a sequel?
I'm not finna go with this. Just know, I like endings. You can like what you like, but like I like to see how things pan out and end. Like even if it's like an open-ended end, like something that leaves you up, like you could think like it could, like what, Inception. Like it's an ending, but it's kind of open-ended. You don't really know exactly, but you do. That's true. You can kind of speculate. I will go with that. Like give me that. You know what I'm saying? At least give me that. Don't be like, don't not give me that. Like, cause then I have nothing to go off of. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. Like, what if they don't do a trilogy for Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse or whatever? Like, what if they don't make a sequel? Then what? Like, nah, bro. Nah. Don't give me that.
But the movie was made in turn for the sequel.
Look, but it's not here yet. It's not here. Right now,
it's coming March 29th.
That's what they say. How much you want to put on it is it's not gonna come out on March 29th. I put money on that.
All right, bro.
$100.
I don't know, but they probably been working on it for so long, like for both parts of the movie.
Yeah, they could be.
5 years.
They could be. I agree with that. It could have been, but they ain't say. They say that now. I put money. It ain't ready. I put money. It ain't ready. The amount of craziness I just saw a couple weeks ago. Ain't no way they putting out that same output in March, bro. I don't care. I don't care. Anyways, my number one. Unless you want to go, GP.
No, you got it. No, you got it.
So my number one is Saving Private Ryan. I absolutely love this movie. Unfortunately, I love it because it's based off a true story. But it came out during a time where I was playing like a lot of war games. One of my first war games was Medal of Honor Frontline. In the first mission, you're storming Normandy? I think it's Normandy Beach. On D-Day. And when I first played that game, I was like, oh my, because like my whole thing was like having teammates and we are all like trying to accomplish something or whatever. So he's storming the beach, people getting shot. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. I've never played a game like this. Like I'm getting shot at. I gotta go talk to this guy, and we blowing up these things, and we moving into the trenches and stuff. Oh my gosh, love that game. But then seeing that movie. And then like kind of seeing how, like I said, I'm a history guy. Seeing how like war was really back then, and then you get to see how, and I kind of liked the army too back in the day. Like I knew I'd never join because of that kind of stuff, even though I ended up joining. but back then I was like, I would never join because there ain't no way I put myself in this situation. That was ignorant me back then anyway, but I did love, like, I guess like the history and stuff behind it, and the movie itself was just really good. The action is really good, the characterization is really good, and I rewatched this movie plenty of times. I probably rewatched this movie. Okay, if we was to move Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and a Goofy movie and all my Disney movies out of the way from childhood, this would probably be one of my most rewatched movies. Yeah, and I'll rewatch it to this day. Actually, me and my girl want to watch it, so we probably will rewatch it soon. But yeah, I really like this movie. I like war movies for a while, actually. Definitely some more than others, but this one right here, you can tell like this is kind of how it really was. And a lot of war veterans said, like, out of all the movies, this one right here definitely what depicts what it was like in the war and stuff like that. But yeah, I really love that movie. It's unfortunate that stuff had to happen. You know, I'm not sitting here saying like, I wish this stuff would happen. Yeah. But like I said, I really like history stuff. I really like the army stuff, and I really like it being real. Like this is how the army is. Like when they do these army movies and they be saying, like, especially these modern army movies, they be saying this stupid word, these words that we never say. I hate that. I like actual army stuff. But yeah, I love that movie. Real quick, honorable mention, like I said, Everything Ever All at Once. This is definitely in my top 5. I just can't find out where I want to put it right now. So I love that movie. I really do love that movie. I love that movie, and I love Spider-Man. But I just can't really put them two in my list, especially since they're just so recent. You know what I'm saying? Every movie in my list is something I watched as a kid or as a teenager, early teen, or something like that, and it really impacted me as far as watching movies. And I remember, like, me and you went to see Dark Knight, me and you went to see Van Helsing. This is stuff like I remember and I will never forget. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my list.
For me,
The Dark Knight.
Just going your Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, man. Dom, I thought you was gonna say Avatar.
Huh?
That.
Come on, the new one?
No, the first one.
Oh no, I ain't
Big
watching that
no.
one.
Yeah, I thought he would have said the first one, because I would say Avatar would be in my top 3. I wouldn't know how to order it, but Avatar is definitely top 3 for me. But Saving Private Ryan, I never seen the movie. I keep saying I'm gonna go and watch it because it be on different platforms, but I never get around to doing it. Fun fact, my college nickname is Private because my last name matches the title. It's just off by one letter, so one of my nicknames is always Private. And I had a homeboy used to say, Private Ryan, just like that, yelling it down the hall. Just like, man, this dude so aggy.
I will say they don't say that in the
one of my close
movie.
friends. Yeah, right. But that's just his thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
movie based. Just the nickname Private was off based on the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, number 1, man, Dark Knight. It's really nothing else to add to that, man. I mean, the beginning movie scene, opening scene, and then even the scene was like, you want to see a pencil disappear, and then the boom, hit him in the head on the table, it's gone. He's like, wada. The dude, you know, the dude had to put himself in a mindset to play that role, and I hate that Heath Ledger couldn't see the movie that he basically carried, as Soup said. But that's how good it was. Like, he had to put his mindset into that character, and I think it just was too much. And he never got out of it. The movie was over with, but he never got out of that mindset. And so, great movie. I can't say enough about it. I mean, I can watch that movie anytime, anywhere. Even the third one for me is good too. I really like the third one too. Even though it don't get as much love compared to that one, I think the third one was good too. I ain't got nothing to say, man. It's A1 movie. There's nothing else to say. Like I said, my honorable mention is definitely Avatar, just because that was the first movie of its kind, and I paid $45. I forget, it was $15 per ticket to watch it in 3D. And I told my homeboss, hey, give me my money back later. And when we watched the movie, I told him, bro, don't worry about it. That's how good it was. Like, don't pay me back, bro. That was on me. It was my birthday. I used my money. I said, don't worry about it. So, Avatar, a solid movie, but it ain't number one. Dark Knight is number one. I mean, I just don't. You can't really convince me there's a better movie. Because even with the animation movie, I am biased. Like, Spider-Man is a good movie. I'm going to say that, even though I think these two like it more than I did. It's a good movie, but anything with animation, I feel like it is a little cop-out. It's harder to do a real-life movie than it is an animation. And I deduct points from that. So I don't know if I could ever say an animated movie would be number one. But for it to be in the top three, I can't even argue with Dom. It is a solid movie. And I'm still finding out things about the movie, and I haven't watched it in, like, a month. Yeah, it's a solid movie. Can't get mad at that. So,
the whole cop-out part, I could kind of see where you're going with it, but I think it's actually harder to make an animated movie, especially on the level of Across the Spiderverse, because Intro to the Spiderverse, it was a good movie. I didn't like it as much as everybody else, and the art did stand out, but I feel like what they did with this sequel, it's like, Jesus, how did you guys do this, you know? And it was reports coming out like they had, like, it was like terrible work conditions. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? You don't get this kind of quality without somebody out there,
obviously,
like, getting slave work, bro. And I'm being serious. Like, that's, you know, I think I said this a couple times on this podcast, like how we want these animation studios be slaving, and you could tell because the animation be so fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get this level of quality without cutting some corners when it comes to human life. All right, so that's unfortunate though. I'm not sitting here saying I would like that, but nah, I get what you're saying though, how you say, you know, but I think this movie, I would give it a pass, because I don't even think I have an animated movie in my top at all. Like, it's all like straight up movies, but like, nah, this movie, like, nah, I don't think, not many people can replicate. Not many people can replicate what they did. Like, it's just, I'm buying this movie. I'm buying this movie.
We gonna have to have another episode on the movie, because I love, as much as I really love the first. Like, for me, the first one is how Dom felt. Me and Michelle love,
really?
Like, that was a really good movie. Like, I don't know why. It was like, that was a really good movie. And I'm talking to people about it, and, you know, me and Michelle was talking about it. And then when I told her it was a second one, she was excited for it. I was excited for it. And the second one was good. Like, there's no knock on the second one. Like, I'm not about to sit and say it was a bad movie, but I can definitely say when I left the theater, maybe you remember when I watched Infinity War? And I called you, like, literally I called you. I made it home before kids. That was 2018. I called you and I said, bro, I don't know why I like the movie as much. And we were talking, and you said, and I never forget, you said, bro, it's because you've seen it as a half movie. It's not the full movie, because the end game or whatever, I forget whatever. But part 2 didn't come out yet.
Yeah.
And you said, bro, that's why you feel that way. You didn't see the whole movie. And then I was like, man, I said, no. And I remember the next day I was thinking, like, I think Soup might be right. I think because I know something's missing, part of me is already not liking it. Yeah. And then until both parts came out, and it was like, boom, okay, I see what he meant now. And it took a year for it to come out. So I think that's where I'm at. Okay. And let me wait for part 2 to come out.
Nah, that makes sense, because in my opinion, without Endgame, Infinity War wouldn't be that good.
Right.
In my opinion.
Right.
I don't think it would be that good. So
they need each other.
yeah, they need each other, and obviously for this movie, it needs that sequel.
Right.
So I get what you're saying on that. To me, I mean, it hasn't ended, and I feel you. I just, for everything that I've seen, it was just mind blowing. Just no ending. So yeah, I guess we'll see. You know, hopefully it do come out. I do hope it come out March 29th. I really do. I just don't think it is.
Dom, is it a 10?
I won't give it a 10 though.
Okay, then
You know, I didn't want to put I thought about putting like Endgame or Infinity War on my list, but I didn't know, because it's 2 movies technically, right? But
you're right. I feel you.
So I didn't want to put, because I really like the movies together.
But you did this one at number 1.
I just really liked it. I liked it that much, man. I can't say nothing else. I liked it that much.
See, I agree with you, Dom, but like I said, like I can't.
I get your sentiment.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I liked it just as much as you. Trust me. But seeing how it just ended and there's more, like,
y'all did say Spider-Man, both y'all favorite heroes.
Yeah,
I like Spider-Man.
No, I didn't realize you. No. I'm just saying It wasn't a no. I didn't know you like Spider-Man that much, dog. I knew Soup did. I
always liked Spider-Man, even as a kid.
Okay. And it's funny though. My number 1 movie, Batman. And his is Spider-Man. So I do think some biases plays into what you have, you know?
Of course.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, it's funny because you, out of all our ones, you said you're not gonna do the army, and then he joined the army. So
I always say that. I was thinking about, like, man, I remember I was like, ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way y'all getting me to join this army, man. And then I went to college.
And then Soup calling me in 2014, but let's play DC Legends tomorrow, man. What time is it your way? Oh, okay, I can get on at 10 o'clock p.m. I can play.
I know, right? We played for like a couple, like 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours.
Y'all know they still making updates for that game, bro?
Man, I don't know what they doing that game.
I ain't getting back on that, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that days.
Me and GP played that game enough. Okay, we played it enough back then, man.
Especially, I just got done with my senior classes, but I had 2 weeks of just playing. Man, I used to look forward to that 10 o'clock p.m. You up, bro? You up? Yeah.
It was fun though, man. It was fun. And I've been thinking lately, we need to find a game that we actually like all like really playing. Cause like GTFO, it's fun, but it's stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, y'all be stressed. I be having
much
man, cause you ain't shooting nobody. You just along for the ride.
No, bro, stop. Don't be playing.
Like, I'm glad we're together, guys. I'm just joking, but yeah, that's our top 5, man. I guess we could do some outros, some closing remarks, and since we went with Don, I go with GP with the intro. We go with Dom.
GP with the intro.
All right, Dom, what up, bro? Say what up.
You know, I'm not much of a movie. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not much of a movie person. As you can see, I probably watch way too many. I probably watch so many more animated movies than I have like real life movies. I've been trying to do better with that, you know. My list is immediately subject to change. Yeah, man, I don't know. It was hard for me to come up with like 5 movies. I barely watch movies, and then like my brain, I play too much video games and stuff. So if it didn't really have a big effect on me, it's kind of like pushed like very, very to the far back in my brain, man. So I was scrolling movie lists to see like movies, man. I'm like, bro, I haven't seen half these movies people say are good, bro. But nah,
you need to.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking, me and my friends did like this thing. We used to play like anime music quiz, right? And I realized how many anime shows, like popular anime shows that I haven't watched, just cause I was like, I'd rather play this game that was like 100 hours or something, bro.
You wasting your time, man.
It's not, bro. I still get my enjoyment out of those video games, but I've come to the conclusion I don't have time to play like video games that I don't find like super good anymore. So I've been dropping a lot more video games than I have lately. Like if I pick it up, I'm like, man, this game is like not as engaging as I want it to be. I'll drop it and go play something else. Yeah, man. Other than that, man, thank y'all for listening to us for ramble about movies, you know. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share it with your friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. You know, appreciate all y'all.
Yes, sir, GP.
I'm gonna pick it up. Man, I want to go back on one thing. This is not even the movies. My movies is my movies. All subject to change, except number one. But the sports minute. I want to say shout out to my high school, not my high school, but ARC. They actually won Battle of the Classes. First time a school outside of Glen Hills or Laney winning it. So I'm say shout out to your boys. I'm glad y'all finally put a win up. And also my man Victor Depot, whatever his name is, from France, is number one pick. Yeah, we go. Thank you. He is number one pick for the Spurs. My favorite player Tim Duncan was on there. I hope they take good care of him. And a personal thing, I'm letting y'all know and my listeners. You remember I was telling y'all I was applying for a job and in the same company with who I work with. Well, they hired your boy. I got the message today. They said, hey, you gonna start next week.
Dang.
So I'm excited for that. I know, man. Yeah, bro. So I told them, they said my resume was looking good. They had it highlighted. They said you get in. So now I'm just gonna wait for the official paper. But they already told me I'm starting, but I'm waiting for that paper so I can put in a request for some other stuff. But anyway, so your boy excited for that. So y'all just
did you get your requested salary?
No. That's why I gotta wait for that. I gotta get the official paper. Like, dude called me and said, hey, you got it. But now it's one of those things. Let me get it in paper and writing. So, but once I get that going, man, I'll be happy. So, your boy happy. So, there's a lot of good things going on, man. And I only can thank God for the blessings that coming. And so, if you're grinding, working on something, man, keep looking forward, because I'm doing my CCNP 2. I'm already gonna take it next week. I'm picking the day. I'm thinking I'm gonna pick Wednesday. If it's not Wednesday, it's gonna be Friday. So if you got some, keep going forward. Don't stop just because it's not looking like you can't get it now, because things can change. So keep pressing, stay motivated, and do your best. Appreciate y'all for listening to the podcast. Hope y'all check out some of my movies if you haven't seen it. Like, for me, Saving Private Ryan is one I need to really see, because I hear nothing but good things about it. And I am considering watching Spider-Man again, not in theaters. But I am considering watching that again, because it's a lot of stuff that I think I did miss that I could definitely check out, from the music and from subliminal little clues. So appreciate y'all for following us. We're gonna make sure we get this better thing with this consistency so we can give y'all good quality. Y'all have y'all a good night, morning, evening, or whatever time it is for y'all. You take care and keep sticking with us.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna back it up with some of the same things, man. Oh, and shout out to GP for getting a new job. The blessings and blessings will keep coming, rolling in 2023. We're halfway through, and we're gonna keep the blessings going. But yeah, I would like if you guys would, share. We about to be going full on everything. We're doing lots of videos, lots of content, lots of sharing. You're gonna see us, everywhere. We're about to go into super focus mode, so hopefully you guys can stay entertained and get a lot of information and entertainment away from this podcast. But yeah, thank you guys for listening or watching. You can catch us on Spotify, the video version. Catch us on YouTube, also a video version. But you can also catch us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all the SoundCloud. Just think of all the major platforms. You could catch us with the timestamps as well. So if you even want to hear something, you can hear something else somewhere else in the episode. But this has been season 2, episode 14 of Geass, the podcast, and we are out.
Peace.